welcome to the stage.
Hello, my name is Ali, co-founder and director of Authlete. I want to thank FIBC for giving us the opportunity to talk about what we do today. Ali Adanです。よろしくお願いします。Authlete is an authorization service provider that secures your APIs. And this is the one thing that we do. And one of our Fortune 500 companies who are our customer. Sorry. Yeah. So, once again, Authlete is an authorization provider. And this is for your APIs. And this is the one thing that we do. And one of our customers, who's a Fortune 500 company, had also told us that we may be the only company in the world to provide this service in the way that we do. Before I continue, I want to show you this video just to give you some context on our service.
We're living in a world today where everything is connected. From sharing our music on Spotify with our friends on Facebook, to sharing our health records with our personal trainer, from making online payments to tweeting about our purchases on Amazon. All of this is possible only because of APIs. APIs create new business opportunities, growing their market size, and generating more revenue. Today, almost every service segment online have published APIs, and its market is now estimated at $2.2 trillion. However, security breaches are announced every week, and that's only to Fortune 500 companies. The number one challenge that developers want to see solved is security, and that's what Authlete offers. Authlete offers a robust cloud service to implement OpenID Connect and OAuth 2.0 that can be seamlessly integrated into your existing web service and customized to suit your needs, which would otherwise take developers many months of effort and cost to implement and manage. Whereas Authlete secures your APIs within minutes and gets your service up and running straight away. Authlete hosts the database on the cloud, so you don't have to worry about its maintenance. It gives you the freedom to choose any type of authentication mechanism, to run multiple services with different configurations, and even lets your third-party developer sign up using our web console. And if there are bugs, Authlete helps you to precisely locate them. Now that's what you call a strong and secure connection. Authlete, connect with us today.
So, we live in a connected world where it is becoming increasingly important for services to offer an integral and integrated experience to their users. And all of this integration is made possible with APIs. As you can see on this slide, services with APIs have grown 100 times over the past 10 years and are generating huge amounts of revenue. Even banks are now being brave by opening transaction data to a wider audience. Financial services who rely on users' online banking data can now start to make the bold move from scraping to accessing through APIs. According to the data published by IBM, in 2018, it is said that the API economy will reach $2.2 trillion. That's almost equivalent to the GDP of France. And this growing economy is becoming more and more vulnerable to identity theft. To address these issues, the industry came up with a great standard known as OpenID Connect and OAuth 2.0, which is being used by hundreds and thousands of companies today. OpenID allows you to sign into various services by using just one login ID, just like how you would log into services with your Facebook account. OAuth 2.0 allows you to give access to a third-party app without giving it your user credentials. For example, you can grant your accounting service provider access to your bank statements without issuing them your user ID for your internet banking service. But despite all these measures, announcements on security breach are being made almost every week, and that's only to Fortune 500 companies. So you can understand the magnitude of this problem. And we see from a recent survey taken from the US software engineering community that the #1 challenge engineers want to see solved is indeed security. So why is API security so challenging? Well, hundreds of pages of specifications that need to be implemented. One small mistake leads to a system failure. Endless amounts of testing is required, and keeping compatibility to a constantly changing specification is a nightmare to keep up with. And this is where Authlete can provide this much needed solution to help developers focus on what they do best, and that is building applications and shipping these services out of the door. Consider Authlete as your dedicated one-stop shop plug-and-play implementation for your OAuth 2.0 and OpenID Connect implementation that works right off the shelf. Authlete serves as a back-end service. It's your virtual authorization server on the cloud with all flows fully covered. You get everything what you need straight off the shelf. Authlete is easy to implement and manage as it's all web API based. No need to build your own database. Authlete integrates with any authentication system, and this is very important. It supports any authentication system, so you don't need to work with one vendor for the entire solution. It gives you the flexibility and the freedom to choose whatever you want. Authlete is easy to scale, and just with 3 clicks, you can get a new server up and running. And it's really, really that simple. A major healthcare provider in Japan had taken 6 months to figure out their OAuth implementation, ending with no results. With Authlete, they got their service up and running in 2 weeks. As you can see, this is a tweet by Jeff Barr, the chief evangelist of Amazon, just saying wow. And this is a big deal for us, especially as a startup. Authlete is for startups, IT providers, and banks. And our service is now being used worldwide. We're battle tested every day by millions of users across various segments. And lastly, just one thing. Just yesterday we made an announcement that the Customer Identity Access Management product that will be released by Nomura Research Institute will be powered by Authlete. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to take a quick break.